Sometimes the loudest no is actually a quiet yes, and sometimes the coldest silence hides the warmest desire. Men think women are direct with their hearts. The truth, most of the time she'll hide it, bury it, and pray you can't see what's written all over her eyes. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, because on this channel, we break down the raw psychology of women, relationships and human behavior without sugarcoating it. And if you stay till the end, you'll see how to read between her mixed signals in a way most men completely miss. 1. Her actions contradict her words. Ever had a woman look you dead in the eye and say, "I don't care," but her behavior tells you the exact opposite? That's the first shocking sign she's hiding her true feelings. See, words are easy, anyone can say them, but actions slip out when the guard is down. Let me tell you something, women know how to control their words better than their body. She'll say she's not interested, she'll call you just a friend. She'll act casual when you talk about other women, but then she'll do things that make you stop and think. She'll remember the way you take your coffee. She'll ask about something you mentioned months ago, like your mum's birthday or that job interview you thought she forgot. That's not casual memory, that's emotional attention. Imagine this, you're at a gathering chatting with a few people, and she's across the room. She says she's not into you, right? But watch her. She's checking if you're watching her laugh. She's noticing how long you spend talking to another girl. She may act unbothered, but her little actions betray her words every time. It's like this. Women hide their hearts because they don't want to feel exposed. Rejection for a man stings, but for a woman it feels like a cut to her worth. So instead of risking it, she covers it up. She tells you one story with her mouth and another with her actions, and most men only hear the first one, the smart man. He doesn't get confused by the mixed signals, he watches the patterns. He pays attention to consistency. If she says she doesn't care but she shows up where you are, if she says she's not interested but still finds reasons to text you about nothing, that's not indifference, that's hidden interest. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying chase her or beg for clarity. The point is, stop taking her words so literally when her behavior is screaming something else. Sometimes the no is not a no, it's a shield. Sometimes the cold words are nothing but protection, because her real feelings, they slip through the cracks, and if you're patient enough, you'll see them clearer than anything she ever admits. 2. She pulls away then comes closer again. This one drives men absolutely mad. 1 week she's warm texting you first, laughing at everything, and it feels like you're finally breaking through. Then suddenly she's gone cold. The texts slow down. She seems busy. She avoids eye contact. You're left replaying everything, wondering if you messed up, and just when you're ready to give up, she's back again, acting like nothing ever happened. That's not random, that's a woman at war with herself. See, when she pulls close, that's her heart talking. That's her letting the walls down, even if just for a moment. But when she pulls away, that's her fear rushing back. Fear of losing control, fear of being rejected, fear of giving too much away. I remember a guy telling me once he liked this girl who kept doing this exact dance. One day she'd be calling him late at night, asking deep questions about his life, about his dreams. The next day she'd act like he was just another friend. He was confused until he realized something. She wasn't unsure about him. She was unsure about herself. A woman hides her feelings, not because she doesn't have them, but because she doesn't know if it's safe to let them out. That's why she keeps testing her own emotions. She'll lean in, then panic, then retreat. It's her way of controlling the fire inside her chest. Most men misread this. They think she's not serious or she's playing games. And yes, sometimes women do play games, but more often than not, this back and forth is not a game. It's fear in disguise. It's a heart trying not to get burned. If you see this sign, here's the secret. Don't chase harder when she pulls away. Don't punish her either. Just stay steady. Let her see that you're not swayed by her swings, because what she's really watching is your reaction. Do you get desperate when she pulls away? Do you get cold when she comes back? Or do you stay grounded, calm, unshaken? That's what makes the difference. Her hidden feelings are real. Her dance of closeness and distance is proof, and if you don't panic, she'll eventually let her guard down completely. 3. She gets jealous over small things. Here's the thing, jealousy doesn't always show up loud. It often whispers, and when a woman is hiding her feelings for you, jealousy leaks out in subtle ways she wishes you wouldn't notice. Picture this, you're talking casually to another woman, maybe it's just friendly, maybe it's nothing serious at all, but suddenly she changes, maybe she goes quiet, maybe she throws in a sarcastic comment like, "Oh wow, you two seem to be getting along." Well, she might laugh it off, but her body already told the truth. That's how jealousy works when it's buried under denial. A woman who feels nothing won't flinch when you give your attention elsewhere. She won't notice, but a woman who secretly cares, she'll notice everything. She'll see the way you smile at someone else, the time you take to reply to another girl's message, the little details no one else pays attention to, and deep inside it, bothers her. Now here's the twist. She'll rarely admit it. She'll act like she's unbothered, like she's above it. But J. Alice has a way of spilling out in tone, in expressions, in little digs that sound casual but carry weight. Her eyes darken, her laugh turns forced, or she suddenly loses interest in the conversation. Why does this matter? Because jealousy is a crack in the mask. A woman can hide her feelings with words, she can cover them with distance, but jealousy slips through her control. It's her emotions betraying her. And listen, I'm not telling you to use jealousy as a weapon. Don't go trying to make her jealous to prove she cares. That's childish. But pay attention when she reacts to things that don't concern her. If her mood shifts when another woman enters the picture, that's your sign. Here's a story. A friend once told me about a girl who insisted she wasn't into him. "We're just friends," she'd say, but every time he posted a picture with another woman, she'd message him within minutes. Sometimes she'd act playful, sometimes distant, but always something. That wasn't friendship, that was jealousy slipping out. The shocking part, most men miss this because they take her words literally. They hear, "I don't like you," and ignore the emotions spilling from her behavior. But women hide feelings with their mouths and reveal them with their reactions. Jealousy is the unspoken truth. If she's hiding her feelings, this is the one place they'll always surface. 4. She shares deep personal things, then acts like it was nothing. Have you ever had a woman suddenly open up about something heavy? Her past, her fears, maybe even her regrets, and then brush it off like she overshared by accident. That's not random. That's a sign she's letting you peek inside a part of her she hides from everyone else. See, when a woman is hiding her feelings, she still needs to connect with you somehow. But saying, "I like you," feels too risky. So what does she do? She drops pieces of her soul in mouth conversation. Maybe late at night, maybe when the mood feels safe, she tells you about her childhood, or the heartbreak she went through, or the insecurities she's never said out loud. And right after she tells you, she pulls it back. She'll laugh, change the subject, or say, "Anyway, it's not a big deal." That's her fear speaking, because vulnerability is intimacy, and intimacy is the one thing you can't fake. By sharing, she's revealing the bond she feels. By brushing it off, she's trying to cover her tracks. Here's what most men don't realize. Women don't open up deeply with men they feel nothing for. They might talk casually, sure, but when she gives you pieces of her private world, it's because she feels safe enough with you to reveal them. That's not just friendship, that's emotion leaking out. I'll tell you a story. A man once said to me, "There was this girl who always told me I was just a friend, but one night she told me about her father leaving when she was young and how it shaped her. Then she quickly laughed and said, 'Wow, why am I even telling you this?' I didn't think much of it." He didn't realize that in that moment she was handing him proof of her hidden feelings. A woman doesn't waste her deepest stories on men she doesn't trust. And trust is the foundation of affection. When she opens up, she's showing you her emotional investment, acting like it was nothing afterward. That's her shield trying to snap back in place. So when you notice this, don't dismiss it. Don't mock it. Don't treat it lightly, because that small moment of vulnerability is her unspoken way of saying, "You matter more to me than I'm willing to admit." 5. Her body language betrays her. Words can be crafted. Actions can be disguised, but the body never lies. When a woman hides her feelings, her mouth may stay shut, but her body gives everything away. Let's break it down. First, the eyes. If she holds your gaze a second too long, if her pupils widen when she looks at you, that's instinct, not choice. She can't control it. Second, the small fidgets. Fixing her hair when you enter, adjusting her clothes, touching her lips when you speak. Those are subconscious signals of attraction. And then there's space. A woman who says she's not interested but keeps leaning closer, who angles her body toward you in a group setting, who mirrors your movements without realizing, that's her emotions showing in real time. Here's the funny part. She might not even know she's doing it. Body language isn't something we plan. It's raw instinct. And the closer her feelings are to the surface, the more her body betrays her. I knew a guy once who told me she always said we were just friends. But when we'd walk side by side, she'd always brush her arm against mine, and when I stopped walking close, she'd drift back toward me. He didn't see it at the time, but her body was shouting what her mouth kept quiet. Pay attention to the way she lights up when you walk into a room. Watch how her voice changes slightly softer when she's only talking to you. Notice how she unconsciously mirrors your expressions. Laughs when you laugh. Sigh when you sigh. These are not accidents. These are confessions without words. The most shocking thing, many men miss these signs because they're too busy chasing the words. They keep asking her directly, "Do you like me?" not realizing her body already answered the question. Here's the truth. A woman hiding her feelings will rarely admit them with her lips, but her eyes, her smile, her nervous movements, the way she positions herself near you, those are the raw signals, and if you're wise enough to see them, you'll know the truth long before she ever speaks it. So here's the truth. A woman may hide her feelings with her words, but her actions, her jealousy, her late-night confessions, her body language, they can't stay hidden forever. If you know how to read between the lines, you'll see what most men miss. Don't waste time begging for answers from her mouth. Pay attention to what her eyes, her reactions, her behavior already reveal. That's where the truth lives. If this video spoke to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and watch my previous videos because each one peels back another layer of psychology most men overlook. And if you're ready to go deeper, join the membership today. That's where I share exclusive lessons and insights you won't find anywhere else. Remember, once you understand what she hides, you'll never be fooled by what she shows.